Oh, yeah. The world's most dangerous podcast, Dope Dealers Podcast. Oh, man, glad to be here. Another week, episode 54. Oh, today you got me here, Tobe Hixx. My co-host Jamal Doman is working tonight at the Ontario Improv, so he's going to call in a little later, so he couldn't be here. So we're going to have a good time tonight. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. First of all, I'd like to give a shout out thanks to the troops, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, the Coast Guard, the National Guard, the Bloods, the Crips. Give a shout out to all of y'all. And thanks to everyone at the Rally Improv. I was there this weekend with the homie Felipe Esparza and Rodrigo Torres. We had a wonderful time. I guess the Improv is new to Rally. It's only been open about 6 months. If you're near Rally or have people in the area, tell them to go to the new Improv in Rally. It was a great time, great people, great service. You'll definitely enjoy yourself. And shout out to my homie Tim Kareem, one of my day ones from San Diego that was able to make it out to the show Sunday. It was good to see you, big homie. Wow, now... feel kind of weird without Jamal here, Paul. Shit, you know. Normally I can let my high just kick in and then I can start talking, but now I gotta do it from the beginning. Yeah, shit. Feels kind of weird without the homie here, but he's working. Glad he is working. Today I will be joined, I'm going to bring him right in, joined by a good friend of mine, been knowing him for years. He's been out here working hard in the business, doing stand-up and commercials on your TV, and so excited to have him here. You have seen him on the Sons of Anarchy, Scandal. This summer, he'll be coming up on a series on Netflix called Lucifer. Check that out this summer on Netflix, Lucifer. And just a Comic View veteran, good friend of mine for years. Like to welcome Stacy Hall to the Dope Dealers Podcast.
Yo, what's up, Tobe, man? Tobe Hixx in the house, man. Thanks for having me, man. I got so much dope on me right now. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah. That's the way we do.
I got crack, cocaine, I got heroin, everything you need that's illegal I got. I don't carry that legal shit.
That's how we do. We had a dope topics, dope guest. That's how we do here.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to be here, man.
Man, so what you been up to?
Man, I just been chilling, man. I mean, out here in Cali, you know how the grind is out here, man. I mean, I've been out here for damn near 20 years now.
Yeah.
So, I'm just out here grinding, man, getting that mic like we do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And getting on these TV shows, man, and just living life, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we in the business, but we got families and stuff and...
yeah, that is true.
Relationship shit going on.
Well, I ain't got no relationship shit going on. Shit, I'm single. Shit, ladies, right? Hey, that ain't me. That's Stacy. I ain't got no relationship shit going on. My kids are almost grown. Everything. Hey, I'm out here ready, willing.
Nah, I feel you,
shit,
man.
Relationship with me.
Well, you got it there. They gonna be hitting you. They gonna be inboxing you all.
Yeah, I didn't already been through that. I did my time.
I know that's right, man.
Did my time in a relationship and in prison.
I did my time. It feels like
so I done did my shit both ways, in prison and out of prison.
Damn,
shit.
Ain't that some shit, man?
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit. I'm glad. Did you have enough money to bond out or shit? So you good?
Oh no, that was another thing. We gonna talk about that later. But no, I never bonded. I had money to bond out, but each time I got caught up, I knew I was gonna have to do time. Wasn't no reason to go back out on the street, get used to that again, and then go back.
Right.
Now I'm one of them niggas. Once you got me, you got me. Fuck it, let's just knock this shit out. I don't want to go home and come back, because then I might not come back.
Right.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna
go out. Spend that money to bond out. You know you guilty.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna start getting high again, fucking and chilling, and then I'm just supposed to report back to the jail. No, that ain't no shit. Tobe Hixx, you got to hold that nigga when you get it.
Shit.
That was me. I didn't want to bond out though. At all.
You just want to do the time.
Yeah, I wanted to get my shit over with. Because I was
already guilty.
Yeah, I was going to get locked up when I came back, so what the fuck? Right. That's stupid. Get this shit over with.
Yeah, because see, that's how the courts make money. Oh, we'll let you out for a few days as long as you ain't no flight risk. But as soon as you get back to court, it's not going to go in your favor.
Yeah, that shit's crazy,
unless
man.
you got some badass lawyers, man. But no, man, Cali is cool, man. I just like getting out here to Cali, man. I'm enjoying, the journey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? just trying to keep things popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Sunday, man. Sunday was a big day out here. It was the Oscars, man.
Yeah, man.
What did you think about the Oscars?
I'm pissed that I didn't get a ticket, but other than that, I watched it on TV. But I'll be there in a few years.
Yes, you will.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, we all getting there. But I thought the Oscars was cool, man. It was weird without a host. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was weird as shit. But, you know, when it started off and kicked off, yeah, but I thought Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper was going to actually fuck on stage.
I know, man. And, you know, like, I was working that night, so I didn't get to catch all of it, but I did see that scene and whatever, and then to think that his girlfriend right out there, I'm like, boy, I wonder what she said after. I wonder what his girl said, like, literally, like, for real. Like, I wonder what she said to his motherfucking ass when they got alone, like, that night. Like,
if you gonna be with her, then just be with her then. That's what she said. Yeah. What else can you say? It's like shit, all the chemistry shit. She said, fuck that.
Because there is no way, like, when I seen that shit, there's no way his dick wasn't hard. You had to be hard the way that shit was going.
Yeah.
I mean, my dick would have been hard.
Yeah,
What you think, Paul? You see that? Your dick would have been hard? Yeah, it's got to be hard in that situation.
My dick was hard watching it.
I mean, especially, you know, now, if you're shooting a movie or whatever and you being professional, then your dick might not be hard then, but the way they did that shit,
man,
that night,
the chemistry was off the
his
chain.
dick was hard. Yeah, she was wet too. She had to be wet. Man.
Oh yeah. Later, but they did it there, man. It was, you know, it was good to see a lot of the urban, you know, the black, you know, actors and artists get a chance to shine, like Spike Lee and all them. And
what was your favorite movie of the year?
My favorite movie of the year, I could say, honestly, man, because, you know, I seen Black Klansman, I seen, you know, I could say, man, the Born Star movie, you know what I'm saying? The Lady Gaga film.
That was the best movie for you?
To me, like what I seen. And Black Panther, to me, Black Panther tops that. Don't get me wrong, but I'm speaking from a storyline point of view that really, as far as an artist struggling and kind of getting a break, you know what I'm saying? I related to that.
Because that was the remake of the joint, Chris Christopherson? Was that, who did that shit back in the day?
Oh, that was a remake? I didn't know that. A Born Star was a remake?
A Star is Born.
A Star is Born to me.
Yeah, that was a remake. Who was in that joint? You remember, Paul?
Yeah, it was Barbara Streisand
and Chris Christopherson. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Okay.
I remember hearing about that movie. Yeah.
But Black Klansman was cool because I never knew about that story. I didn't know that shit was true, man. I was like, that took a lot of fucking
Are you
balls.
impressed by how good an actor Denzel's son is?
Man, he's incredible, man.
Yeah, he's gonna be better than Denzel.
Dude, he's already getting better work than Denzel got at the beginning of his career.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well,
he grandfathered in.
Yeah. That's true too. But he's
a
very
damn good
talented.
actor.
Yeah, he's very good. Yeah, he's very good.
It'd be cool to act opposite him because people like him, you see him on Ballers, and then you see him in Black Klansman. I mean, you act opposite him, it can't do nothing but raise your level as an artist. You know what I'm saying? And he's funny. You know what I mean? So he got that dramatic side, and you know, and he flipped it over, and he could do the funny side like what he do on Ballers. So I really think that, man, he's gonna be fucking off.
Yeah, and I seen him talk. You know, I seen him do an interview, and he seemed really personable and everything. You know, from just what you know, I could feel like that. And you know, some people like, well, shit, you know, don't know a person, but you know what? I get a feeling because shit. God gave me an extra sense because, you know, shit, when you got 3 strikes, I can sense when trouble is going to happen.
You be on point all the time.
Oh, yeah, I get a feeling. I know. You know,
you become a criminal psychic.
Hey, you know, I'm the motherfucker who got out of prison and was on the block the same day and almost got arrested in a raid. I left 10 minutes before the raid came. I would have went back to prison the same day I got out.
Dude, that's
my whole family would have been disappointed.
How long did you serve time for?
Well, I mean, it's been more than one.
Shit. What was the longest?
Like 2.5 years.
Shit, that's a long ass fucking time, man.
Yeah, it is. You know, yeah, it is.
But look at you now, though.
Yeah, everything is great. So everything is great. I mean, what did you think about the Green Book?
I didn't get a chance to see it. I'm going to check it out. You know, I'm a part of the Screen Actors Guild, so I got a lot of the movies.
And you haven't had a chance to watch it.
But I haven't had a chance to see Green Book. But I got a lot of respect for Mahershala Ali, and you know, for this guy to get 2 Oscars.
Yeah, I wanted you to mention him. I wanted you to mention him because I can't pronounce his fucking name.
Mahershala Ali, that's his name. And you know, I knew him from the first time I really seen him was Cottonmouth on Luke Cage on Netflix. And then I seen his performances on there opposite Alfred Woodard. And I mean, this guy, man, he just got something special, man. But he rep tight, though. Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, and that makes sense in this town.
Yeah.
It's a lot of great actors out here, man. He's just one of the ones that was blessed to get that time and to get that look. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of actors that are just as good as him, but yet at the same time, they're not repped like he
And I had
repped.
never even heard of the artist he was, that he was portraying. I didn't know nothing
either.
about that gentleman.
I didn't know nothing about.
But
I
see,
just knew it was a white man driving the car.
That's a good thing. I mean, because the artists that it portrayed now, like I said, there's a lot of people like us who had no idea about him. Now they know because of the movie.
Right. Exactly. And I mean, I just see when I seen him in Moonlight, I did watch that. And I was like, okay, he's doing this thing, you know what I mean? But with Green Book, I seen a lot of the extended trailers and stuff, and I can just tell, man, he played the hell out of that part. You can tell that from the trailer.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna sit back and check it out. But really, I thought the best movie that should have won, period, was Black Panther, to be honest. Because I mean, it had the biggest global effect.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
On like black culture, on culture, period.
Yeah.
White culture.
I mean, white people enjoyed that
Asians,
movie.
everybody.
Yeah. It wasn't just black people who enjoyed it. Yeah, that is true. I mean, and now we got to talk about Spike. I was happy to see Spike win, even though the Spike was rude like around one time when I met him. But I was still happy that the black man won. Yeah, one time.
What happened?
Well, what happened was
I got some stories for your ass.
One night at the Comedy Store, I was there and I performed. And him and Robin Williams was together.
Oh, okay.
They was kicking it. And so after I did my set, Robin Williams came up to me and was talking to me about my set, told me he enjoyed it, this and that, blah, blah, blah.
And that's a big compliment.
And so then,
Robin Williams. Okay.
And so then, this was maybe a year before he passed away.
Oh, wow.
So, so then at this time, he's talking to me, and they have a limo, and Spike's waiting on him, and Spike's like, "Yo, man, come on, man, what the hell are you doing? Just wasting your time talking to him for?"
Damn.
And I was like, "Wow."
It doesn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Who the
like,
fuck you was?
If it would have been, I swear to you, if it would have been Robin Williams saying that when Spike was talking to me,
right,
it wouldn't have been as bad, But I'm like, how's the brother gonna tell this white? I mean, how you gonna tell him don't talk to me? You don't know what he's saying to me.
Damn, you don't know. He could.
I didn't stop him.
He could be giving you some encouragement that could have took you to the next level that night.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't stop him.
Right.
You know,
he the one was giving you props on your set.
I was like, man, why? And ever since then, I had a bad taste in my mouth about Spike, but I was glad he won.
I never met Spike, man. But I have met Samuel Jackson. And I remember a time, and I love Samuel Jackson, but I remember a time when I first met him back in Mississippi. That was 20-some years ago. And sometimes you meet people at the wrong damn time.
Yeah. I think
you never know what fucking day they have.
Yeah.
But I was 19 years old, and I was working on this movie set called The Time to Kill.
Oh, the joint he was okay. I remember that.
Yeah, and I was doing background because I was just getting into the industry at that time, and I was living in Mississippi. That's where I'm from. And so, I went up to him, and it was around Christmas time. We were shooting the movie, and I was working on the movie for like 2 months. In the courtroom scenes, I went up to him. I said, "Hey, man, I love your work, man. I think you're great, man. And I've been following you for years, man. And I'm just getting in the game, and I just wanted to say, man, I really enjoy your work. And by the way, man." I've been the holidays. Are you looking forward to Christmas? He looked at me and was like, "No." I was like, "God damn." So from there, it was just cold as ice. I just walked away, right?
And you had been working there for 2 months?
Bro, I had been working there for about 2 months. So he been seeing me.
So yeah, it ain't like you did that the first day.
Right. Because I knew we were told, give the actors their space and shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I did, you know what I mean? And then I met him again some years later at a Hollywood party in Atlanta. I said, "Fuck it, I'm finna," we was all having wine and shit, chilling, but now, he don't drink or nothing like that. But, I went up to him because he was friendly to everybody. I went up to him and said, "Hey, Mr. Jackson," I didn't even bring that shit up. I said, "Look here, man, I love your work, man. I just want to let you know, man, I'm on TV shows and all that, right? I've done maybe 10 TV shows at that time. I said, man, I looked to work with you one day. I said, you're one of my favorite artists." "Man, motherfucker, I ain't one of your favorite artists. Yeah, don't be telling me that shit. If you want a motherfucking picture, take the motherfucking picture." I said, "Damn."
Wow.
I got cussed out 20 years later again. I said, okay,
I might have said, hey, you know what? That might have been the time I said, hey, you know what? Fuck you, nigga. Shit.
But you know what? I was cool about it. I still took a picture with him. I was like, all right, man. He said, nah, you know I ain't your favorite motherfucking actor. But I think he was more joking, but it was still cussing me out because it took me a lot to go back up to him 20 years later. But I said, you know what? One day he going to be handing me an Oscar and I'm going to say, hey, man, I love your work, man. I just want to let you know.
Then you could jump up on that nigga like Spike Lee did.
Spike Lee did,
yeah,
right.
Just jump up on his ass and then tackle him to the ground and say, I'm that motherfucker you shitted on the 2 times.
But you know what it is, Toby? I said, a lot of times, man, people, if they don't know who you are and you haven't got that respect from them yet, but they really don't know. I know for me, even me working on a set, and I might talk to some background actors or PAs or whatever, I'm always generous to every fucking body because I never know where you're going to be in.
Man, I don't understand that, man. You can't treat people like that, man. That shit is fucked up, man. You can't treat people like that, man. Shit, in our household, like my grandfather always said, you treat the motherfucking janitor the same as the CEO.
Yeah.
And all the, but and it's like, I be tripping off hearing stories like that because I be like, damn, you know what? I know they get a lot of people saying shit in certain cases or whatever.
Right.
But still, like me personally, no matter how many times people came up to me and said stuff, I couldn't be mean to them, bro. That ain't even fly.
Because
man.
It goes nowhere, man.
Nah.
I think that we
and especially in this business because I have literally seen people who other people just mistreated or whatever or talked bad about or whatever, and that person blew up and then they look at that other person like, okay, you won't be working on this movie.
See? And that's what I'm saying.
So you never know. You got to treat everybody good, man.
You never know. The person driving you in the van on the set might be the person directing you in the next film.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
So, shit. Samuel L. Jackson,
But I got respect for Spike Lee. I was happy for him because he's been putting out great work for so many years, man.
He deserved the Oscar before he act fucked up with me.
Yeah, exactly.
He deserved to be called out. So.
But you know what? Next thing you know, you're gonna be shooting some with Spike Lee next year. Then you know what I'm saying?
I'll receive that.
And he'll be like, "Yeah, man, you know that was a time." You might not even bring it up to him though, because he's gonna be paying you so much fucking money.
Nah, I can't, and I couldn't bring it up to him. 'Cause, if Robin Williams was still alive, I'd bring it up, but I wouldn't want to bring it up like, hey, remember that time you was with Robin Williams and you was like, leader, what you talking to that motherfucker for?
Right.
That was me.
Right. Outside the comedy store.
You know.
You remember? Because how many nights was he with Robin Williams? You know what I mean? What a great legend, man. I wish I could have met Robin.
Yeah, I'm sure. You could tell they hung out all the time.
For sure.
Oh, shit.
1 second.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, man? The other half of the Dope Dealer podcast. Everybody on the line. What's good?
What's up, Dope Dealer? You know what it is, man.
Man, me and Stacy here having a good time.
What up, Jamal? What's up, man? Jamal Doman in the house. Man, thanks for having me on y'all show, man. Y'all blowing up around here. Look, I actually got the real dope in my pocket right here. So if anybody want to show up where we showing, I'm selling crack. I'm not selling weed because that's legal.
That's funny.
I got heroin. I got everything you need, man. So just let everybody know, man.
Dope Dealers podcast. Yo, man. Hey, while we got you on the line, man. Hey, man. I know you was bugging off R. Kelly not having enough bail money.
Man, listen, man. How you 30 years of hits, 30 years of hits, and you ain't got $100,000 for bail money?
30 years of classic hits, not just no bullshit hits.
First thing, so he should be making $100,000 off of I Believe I Can Fly publishing monthly. He should just, off of that one song with the publishing, he should be getting $100,000 a month.
Hey, that is true. You know what? His lawyer said when he made his statement, he said he doesn't have any money. I don't even know if he owns I Believe I Can Fly. I was like, damn, man. How the fuck could he?
Yeah,
he's got to have some money somewhere, man. This was a flim flam.
I hope he didn't sell his publishing, man. I don't know if y'all watch what's the Funkadelic guy? What's his name? George Clinton. I don't know if y'all watched it.
Oh yeah, on HBO, right? That documentary they did. It was like half animated.
George Clinton sold his publishing. Like every time you hear Parliament, he'll get nothing from that.
Oh, that's
he sold his publishing in the 70s, man. And just imagine, R. Kelly should be sitting on $150 million. Let's be for real.
I mean, yeah, I really can't believe that he's broke. Like, I mean, you know, we've heard stories of motherfuckers going broke, but to not only that, not just the record sales and the publishing, all the concerts and tours and all that money, man.
30 years, so 30 years. I mean, I went to go see him in concert downtown at the Microsoft maybe about 3 years ago, packed house. I mean, Celine Dion,
30 years.
Gaga, Michael Jackson. 30 years. You know what that is, Stacy?
What is that?
That is?
I mean,
that's lawyer and paying off families.
Oh, hell yeah. You know, he been paying off people for 30 years.
Because, man, check this. I mean, even if he blew all the money for 10 years, he still had 20 years of money. Still, like, if he just fucked off 10 years, you know what I'm saying? He still had 20 years. Listen, that's litigation. That's litigation to kill you. That's litigation for 20 years, man. And the lawyer fees, and then he got to pay. And now what it is, I think, that's why, you notice all these people coming out the woodwork because he can't pay them off no more. He been paying them off, but he ain't got the money to pay them off. And so they say all this child support.
Man.
100,000 in back child support.
Yeah, child support. It's like,
when the last time you seen your kids?
And then, and it's like, I didn't even think you was having kids. I thought you was just fucking and pissing on them young girls. They didn't say nobody had a kid in the documentary.
No, he got kids with his wife.
Yeah, with his ex-wife. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do recall that now.
But you know,
his daughter looked just like him.
Oh God.
His daughter was online talking about she don't fuck with him. Like,
oh damn, yeah, I remember that.
She don't fuck with both his kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And she looked just like him. That's fucked up. I wouldn't want my daughter to look just like me. And especially that anybody see her anywhere, they'd be like, "Ooh, shit, that's R. Kelly's daughter." Just look at the bitch. Damn.
Yeah, man. He finally got. You know, some chick bailed him out though. With 100,000, some chick bailed him out, and then you know the first place this nigga went, Jamal. This nigga went to McDonald's.
He ain't got no money, shit.
Nah, that's where he used to hang out at to catch them girls back in the days. Remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
He posed in front of McDonald's. That ain't the first place you want to go. Is McDonald's, nigga, right after you leave out of jail.
He had to go get the dollar menu, man. He had to go get the dollar menu, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, they do got that special going on right now, though. I forgot.
And they didn't add it bacon to everything. That nigga went up there, he heard. He said, nigga, they got bacon fries now.
Bacon fries.
But yeah, man, that's just, I couldn't believe that. You know, when they was talking about he was locked up, I said, well, he'll be out in a couple hours.
Yeah.
That's what I just thought. I'm like, they ain't gonna come up with a figure he don't have.
But let me tell you something, man. But even in a couple hours, Tobe, you got to think of it like this, man. Even if he had $1 million in the bank, it ain't that easy to just get 100,000 in an hour and bring it.
Oh no, it is when you got it like that, nigga. It is. And you ain't, nigga. If that ain't the time, they better rush. Nigga, if that's the one time, you better rush me my goddamn money. I'm locked up, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if the bank is closed.
You look under the bed. You know why I keep that motherfucker.
Call the manager of the bank right now. Wake her up.
He's supposed to have 100K barely somewhere. Like he's supposed to have 100K. He's in the house.
Yeah, that's what I said. He should have had that in the refrigerator or some shit, man.
Yeah. And then I'm sure, that's what I'm saying. Like, nah, that wasn't no time. Nah, it ain't like he had to wait for escrow to close for that. He's supposed to have that. Shit.
Hey, and let's get back to, I don't know if y'all talked about this dumbass nigga made another tape of him having sex with a young girl. He beat the case, the first case.
Yeah.
This nigga went back and made another tape for him and a little girl. Like,
it was the same girl, though. It was the same girl.
Oh, it's the
same chick. It's a different tape on a different night.
Was she still underage at this point?
Yeah.
It's the same girl?
Chick, same girl, the same year.
And that's the same. He's still fucking with her, right?
Yeah, he's still fucking.
The one he pissed on, he's still fucking with her.
Yeah, he may beat that case if it's the same girl, because she doesn't come in there and say it's her.
Nah, because she been fucking him for 15 years.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yo, I thought it was a different girl. I didn't know.
No, it's the same. It's the same girl on a different tape on a different day.
Yeah,
That's
but
what they say.
It's some other charges too. It's a couple other girls. He's charged with 4 counts with 4 different girls. One girl supposed to have his shirt with his semen on it, and they said they tested it in his head.
And she's underage too?
She's underage too. All it's 4 girls, 3 of them underage, 3 of them underage, and they had sex with him. And, this alleged, all alleged. And one girl was
ain't shit alleged. This nigga's guilty.
Yeah.
Ain't no alleged anymore. Niggas alleged it when they seen him pissing on the young girl.
Yeah, and then he gonna claim that wasn't him, that was his brother.
After that day, that was his alleged was over. After he pissed on the young girl, after then it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Damn,
They not letting him go this time. They not letting him go this time.
Nah, man, that means he's really mentally ill, man. He's had his whole life, all he did is fuck with young girls.
That's it. But he blame it on his childhood and shit. Listen, man.
Nah.
When you become a certain age, fuck your childhood.
Yeah, man. You know, I mean, and that's not to take anything away from anybody who had a hard childhood and went through things. But when you're 40 years old and shit like that, you can't still be talking about, well, when I was 12, this happened. I mean, I know it could have been fucked up. Everybody went through some fucked up shit, some worse than others.
Right.
But that ain't no excuse for sleeping with underage girls.
Nah,
I don't give a fuck what happened.
It make no sense, because if it was my daughter, nigga, I'm shooting you on sight.
Yeah, man. Even Stephen A. Smith said, if that was my daughter, I'd be locked up.
No, I'd be locked up, but I'm going to shoot you on sight, and I'm going to prop you up in the chair.
Stephen A. Smith said he was going. He said he would have headbutted R. Kelly to death.
He does got the head for it.
Big head ass Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, man, and then and then Robert Kraft, man. Robert Kraft.
Oh my God, let's talk. Hold on, can I say something about this dumbass nigga? How the fuck you a billionaire? You a billionaire?
Yeah.
And you going to a seedy, low rent massage parlor to get a happy ending?
I mean,
a billionaire.
All the bitches you could have had brought to you. And I mean, he even got a young girlfriend, like barely 30 or whatever she is. I mean, he could have had Gronk bring him a bitch or something.
Yeah, you know Gronk.
Gronk got a bunch of bitches.
He got a bunch of bitches.
I mean, what the fuck is he doing?
Hey, did y'all get? I don't know if y'all know the time. They showed you the timetable. He did this during the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
Damn. And so the AFC Championship game, I think was it in Kansas City? If I'm correct?
Yeah, it was in Kansas City.
So I think what they did. I think he flew on his private jet. He flew to Florida, did that. Then he flew to the game in Kansas City, and then he flew back to Boston. And he did this twice. Like he came back like within 3 days.
No. He came back twice in one day within 24 hours. His old nuts was busting. I was shocked when I was like, damn, this motherfucker's 77 and he busted 2 nuts in 24 hours.
Hey, man, look.
That's kind of impressive for a 77-year-old.
Yeah, when you got billions of dollars, man, you could take all kind of shit to keep your dick hard.
I mean,
think about it.
Hey, man.
Did you see the outside of that place? Did you see the outside? When I looked at the venue and it said table showers on the window, I said, man, what the fuck is a table shower? I done fucked all over the world, everything. I don't know what the fuck a table shower is. I've been in a massage parlor.
You know what a table shower is?
I've had my shit jacked off at a massage parlor.
Okay.
I don't know what a table shower is.
I had a table shower
I figured that was at R. Kelly shit. That's what I started
had
thinking.
a table shower before.
What is it?
A table shower is when you lay down on the table butt ass naked and they give you a table bath. So what happens is they spray the table down and then they get a bucket. And then they run the warm water in the bucket with some bubbles and shit. And then they take and they scrub your body. And then they take the bucket and then they dump water all over you. That's a table bath.
Okay, well, if you're doing that, who the fuck don't want to get you gotta get your dick jacked off if you get a table shower.
A table shower is a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then I see why you gonna get your dick jacked off or try to get some head up in there.
Yeah, you sitting there butt ass naked, and after she throw that bucket and then the bucket.
Did you know that, Jamal?
Yeah. Yes, that's a
I
table
had
shower.
no idea.
I didn't know what it was either.
And then
I
you
didn't know what
turn
it
over,
was.
and then she washes your back, and then she take another bucket, and then switch the bucket on your ass.
I mean, now it makes sense, but I had no
Shit
idea
feel
what it
good,
was.
man.
Yeah, man. Woo, that
then
shit.
she rub you down with lotion afterwards.
Yeah, you got to jack me off too. I'm paying. I got what extra $40 for the jack off. Yes, you didn't give me a table shower. Yeah, all that shit. Matter of fact, that should just. I know that's all in one charge. Ain't no motherfucking way you get a table shower and don't get jacked off. There's not a man in this world who would get a table shower and not get jacked off.
I wanted to get jacked off, but she wanted to charge me $75 more, and I just didn't have it that day.
Shit, I don't give a fuck. I'd have told her to give me the jack off and not the table shower. Shit.
The table shower.
What'd you say, Jamal?
I want to know how he found it. He's a billionaire, man. You going to a CD, like you can't. You running with Meek Mills. Meek couldn't send you no bitches over to the hotel.
Yeah. And see, you know what? I'm gonna tell you another thing, homie. I thought I didn't know he was 77. I thought he was like 67.
Nah, man,
but then I thought about it. I said, I thought he was 67 because I seen a nigga wearing Meek Mill's chain at the All-Star game. I didn't know a nigga 77 wearing big gold chains. And I mean,
yeah, you know his wife died. His wife died like a couple years.
Oh yeah, she did. I remember that. That was a sad situation. And boy, he been wilding ever since. Because about 6 months after she died is when he started showing up with the young bitches.
Yeah,
like in their 20s.
And he moved on quick.
Yeah, man, listen. You can.
I ain't mad at him. Shit, I ain't mad at him. But I'm just saying that's what he was doing. She was barely cold in the ground.
Yeah, that's true. But you know, Robert Kraft is hip though, man. You know, Meek Mill just got him that necklace and shit.
Hey, but can you imagine the first time he got to go to the owners meeting when them motherfuckers gonna be blown in his ass?
They're gonna be clear, but you know, all them owners got they shit.
And they all doing the same shit.
They gonna laugh because he got caught though.
Exactly.
But yeah, you got caught. They got him on tape too. They got him on tape.
Yeah, they said they got him on tape in the middle of the act and giving out the money.
And I don't know if you're doing anything nowadays. I don't know how you can't feel that you ain't being taped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, the big question is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that trying to?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying the big question is, man. What? Listen, man. You want to buy some pussy?
Why didn't he hire a real prostitute?
Should that be illegal?
Why didn't he get a real hoe, man? Like fly one in from Vegas.
A real escort. Yeah.
Why didn't he get a real hoe?
He could have paid for a real one. I mean,
yeah.
He could have paid for a badass.
77 years old, man.
Yeah.
That man, if he want to buy some pussy, let him buy some pussy.
Yeah, just buy it the right way, like the rest of us have.
Yeah.
Shit.
He thought he was doing it the right way.
Shit, don't buy it that goddamn way. That's the stupid way.
He said like the rest of us have.
Yeah, buy it the way the rest of us have. Shit. You know, you can't do it. You can't do it the way the motherfucker who got $100 do it. You know, I see him riding down Sepulveda all the time buying pussy. That should be amazing to me, man. I just see them then. And like sometimes I'll be out early. I go to Starbucks in the morning off of Sepulveda, and them cats. I see motherfuckers pulling up on them prostitutes like at 6:30 in the morning with their work uniform on
Sepulveda.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker. They don't even take off their shirt. You know what I'm saying? They shit might say, you know, Los Angeles. Water and power. Like, motherfucker, take off your shirt. And that's a motherfucker in most cases who done got up out the bed with their wife and on their way to work, they buying some pussy.
Damn.
Woo, that's a cold thought.
What part of Sepulveda is that? Because, you know, Sepulveda
it's all the way down. Yeah, you can, they all up and down.
You talking about by the airport?
No, I'm talking about Sepulveda from like Satakoy all the way down to Ventura. Hoes, straight hoes.
All the way through the valley? So
yeah, all the way through the valley is hoes.
So what's the hottest intersection? I mean, I'm just asking for a friend.
Sepulveda and Sherman Way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I live right down there. I've been seeing this shit for years. It's amazing.
Damn. Shit. I never knew that.
You know, to see that shit and to see them motherfuckers out there 6:30 in the morning picking them up before work. Like,
damn.
Like, damn. I mean, that's some crazy shit. Like, to me, it's like, I know you got a woman at home. Why you didn't fuck her? Why would you go spend money before you go to work? You might as well not go to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
This motherfucker going, he going to work off the shit that he didn't already fucked off. He got to go earn the money that he fucked in the morning.
That's some crazy shit.
Hey, but hey man, they asked
women got pussy and the guys ready to buy it.
Hey, they asked. I was listening to the radio this morning, or no, it was yesterday morning. They asked on Keyshawn Johnson's show. The other guys asked Keyshawn, since he's the one who played in the league. They was like, you know, what would you have said to your owner, like if that would have happened when you was playing with the owner? And Keyshawn was like, oh man. I said, hey, yo, Robert, what the fuck was you doing, man? And they was like, that's what you'd have said. He said, yeah, that's what I would have said. What the fuck was you doing?
What was you thinking?
Yeah. He said, I would have asked. He said, I'd have been laughing. He said, that'd have been fun. He said, every owner I had, I would have laughed at them if they did that shit.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious, especially if you got the money.
And then what was funny yesterday, I don't know if you've seen this clip. Yesterday when he had to go to turn himself in or go see about the court shit, right? He got on a jet, right, with Tom Brady. Did you see that clip, Jamal?
Tom Brady was supporting him.
Yeah, I mean, so Tom Brady he hugging him and shit. I'm like, shit, ain't that a bitch? Now you got to go to your players and shit.
Yeah, that's some shit right there. But Tom Brady had his back. That was a PR stunt move, right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the quarterback, going because but then it looked like. Then Tom got to go face his wife. She's like, "Oh, so yes, I understand that's your boss and all that shit, but damn, you could have let a little time pass."
She didn't give a damn. Shit, she look at it like, they all like family. She don't give a fuck. And she got money.
But hopefully, which I in like 99% in my mind, I know he don't know nothing else. But man, if they try to put him in that sex trafficking shit, that'd really be horrible.
Now,
but I don't think he knew about it. I think he just went there to get a hand job. He didn't know that they was hostages up in that motherfucker that was doing it.
Right.
You know that part, right, Jamal? They was being held there.
What they try to say is more important people. Well, they said some other big names got caught too, but I don't.
That's true.
Oh yeah, they said I heard them say. They said it's a bigger name than this. Why you didn't bring him out first?
Yeah,
because Robert Kraft.
What is that about?
Because Robert Kraft got the most publicity. I mean, he owned the Patriots. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if the name is bigger, that would have got more publicity.
Depends. I mean, that's the NFL. If the name bigger, is it bigger in the NFL? Or is it
they said that somebody else is going to be caught up in this situation. The exact words they said is a bigger name than Robert Kraft. I don't know what they meant by it. I mean, I don't know what field the motherfucker come from, wherever. If he's a politician or I don't know who he is, but they said it's a bigger name.
Well, as a punishment, they should bring back.
But I don't know how it could be though. I didn't mean to cut you off because shit, Robert Kraft, everybody know mac and cheese. The fuck? That's like, he's a Mac. He was up there and he pulled out his cheese.
Hell yeah. Shit. But for punishment, they're gonna make him hire Kaepernick. That's what's gonna happen. Now that would be the shit. And bring Kaepernick on. That's what he should do as a fucking punishment. And bring Colin Kaepernick back and have him back up Tom Brady.
That's funny.
Well, they say there was one of the teams that is looking at him. They say there was one of the teams.
That's one of the teams. Well, that's what he should do. That'll put him right back on the map. Black people be like, cool, fuck. Go ahead and buy you some pussy as long as you bring back Kaepernick.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Hey, so what you got going this week? Where you at? What you doing?
Well, now I'm not here today. Ontario Improv is on the show for tonight, but nothing this week, man. We just chilling, man. I'm just happy to hear you guys, man, and talk to my comedian brothers.
Man, I appreciate y'all.
Going on with our industry and what's going on with comedians, man. A lot of us, you know what I mean. Got to be love. We got to check on each other, make sure we're good, man. It's craziness in this industry, man.
Yeah, man.
And we losing comics over this bullshit game, man. And it's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just an RIP to the people who have and I ain't trying to bring the show down, but like Brody Stevens, what happened to him this week? Going back to Robin Williams. I mean, as comics, man, we need to check on each other. I mean, hey, bro, you all right? You good? You know what I mean? Because sometimes it ain't about, oh, man, I need some money. It's sometimes about, man, I need somebody to fucking talk to.
Yeah, and then also, it ain't, a lot of times you just don't know about people. The people, hopefully, if somebody feeling that bad, they'll have somebody that they reach out to, if you're feeling that bad.
Mm-hmm. But
mean,
man,
that's
people
the
ain't got
main
nobody-
thing.
Some people ain't got nobody to talk to, man. I mean,
Yeah, and see, like, I mean, even in my worst times in my life, that's what I was thinking about when I was thinking about Brody, is like, and people, other people in these situations. Even in my worst times, I never thought of taking my own life. Because I knew I had kids. I'm like, I can't just, no matter how bad I think this is, I can't just leave them out there like that. You
Right.
know? So that's one thing. And I know for some people, they might not have kids and those things. So they don't have those responsibilities in their mind. They feel like it's just them all alone at that time. But I mean, there was times in my life that I wished I would have had, or wish I would have, had someone to talk to or whatever. Like when my family split up, I went through tough times mentally. So, I wish I had somebody to talk to or whatever during those times. But, just thank God I made it through. And
that's a blessing, man.
yeah, that was really really tough to hear. And then also it was kind of goes back to something we had talked about treating people well before you called in, Jamal. Because I seen some people post things like, well, the people that treated Brody bad, they should feel guilty now and this and that. And I was like thinking to myself, like, not just Brody or anyone. It's like, who are these people that treat people bad? Like, why? Like, anybody, I was like, who's doing shit like that? So I had no idea who they was talking about or what they was talking about. But I was just saying in general, it's just really disappointing that a lot of people don't, treat people the way they would want to be treated.
Right. You're exactly right, man. This game. I mean, we all get depressed. I mean, in this game, sometimes. I mean, Stacey, I know you audition sometimes, and sometimes you have a good audition. The polls still don't win. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah,
that's a lot to handle, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know what? It's a lot of highs and lows. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the support system is so important because. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Jamal.
Shit, yeah, man. I mean, hell, I remember when I was shooting this pilot and I walked on the set and I was the only black. It was all white people and gay people. And I said to myself, oh, this one getting picked up.
Yeah,
I said, it's just me, white people, and gays and lesbians work. And I said, oh, this
you getting picked up.
Oh man, this is lovely. And that shit went all the way to the wire. Nothing happened, and shit.
Was it already paid for by a network for the pilot to be shot?
No, but it had heavy backing. They was able to pay, really well for that shit.
Oh, that's what's up. And it happens, man.
And then it's like, shit, man. It's funny because I have told a lot of people this shit before, and I truly meant it. And I hate to say it at this time, but it's just the truth for them because I always told people. I said, man, a lot of people, if they would have lived my life, they would have killed themselves. And I know that.
Wow.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, been through they would have killed themselves if they lived my life.
Yeah.
And not to, I mean, I don't know how not to, I mean, I don't know how to say it, but not to try to make it seem like, but I know that's the truth, man.
I mean, like I said, that goes the same way with a lot of people that move out to LA. Look how long y'all been out here. Look how long you and Jamal been out here. Look how long I've been out here. It's a lot of people that can't handle the pressures of moving out here and being out here for the long haul.
Away from their family.
Because away from your family. Man, I miss cousins grow up, nephews. My mama is 72 coming up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I left when she was in her 50s. So, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, and then it's like, then you got those situations, and you got situations of people like me and other people who've really lost their family because of this game.
Yeah.
Lost their whole family.
Yeah, man.
Then it's like, people don't understand what that is to go through that. I mean, a lot of people lose their families, but when you basically lost it because of your passion and the gift that God gave you, that's a fucked up feeling.
Because,
and then it's like, I mean, I'm still got to have a conversation with my daughters where I really want to apologize to them. I still haven't even had that conversation. It's been 5 years.
Damn.
And hopefully they don't listen to this podcast in here, but because I still got to talk to them. Yeah. But I mean, like and I know they don't blame me or anything like that, but I just feel bad. I feel like I failed people, this and that. And so, all this shit when, and you got to step out in front of motherfuckers and be funny, and they don't know that, you know, how bad you're feeling or whatever. It's been times I've been at my lowest point, but then after a show, someone will come up to me and they will have no idea, and they'll go like, hey, man, you know, you were great tonight. Just keep going, man. You know, you're going to make it. I've had people say that shit, and they had no idea what the fuck I was going through.
Up until that point, because they don't.
And they didn't know that they gave me enough inspiration to keep going and shit.
That's real shit, man. I mean, when I came out here, go ahead, Jamal.
Yeah, I'm saying we have all of us have and Tobe talking about this. We have friends that we came up with in this who had mental breakdowns and went crazy. I'm not gonna say no names, but some comments we know that they just. And you know, when I first moved out here, they were cool. They were in the industry. They didn't even give work, and now they just, you know, they have mental breakdowns. They walking around talking to themselves, and that's the industry. This industry can break you, man. It can break you, man.
Yeah, it can break you all the way down.
Yeah. So people, I mean, they have no idea. And so March 5th, they're doing a few big shows at the Comedy Store. Like each room will be there'll be shows in each room. You know, for Brody Stevens and his family. That's March 5th. If you're available, if you're in Los Angeles, go to the Comedy Store. Help out the family during this tough time. Very tough time.
Yeah, man. And you know, I think a lot of it too. Jamal and Tobe, for real, is social media has a big impact on it too. You know, I think you could get caught up in that also. Some people get caught up in that.
That makes it worse.
You know what I'm saying? It makes it a lot worse.
But this shit was taking people out the game before, but it does make it worse.
It amplifies it because it amplifies the anxiety in you. It amplifies, sometimes you might be having a bad day, seeing somebody else having a fucking awesome day. Oh, I'm on the set, I'm doing this and that and blah, 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 and I'm on a private jet, and your ass is waiting on a fucking check to come in, or you waiting on the job to call you back. But you know what I'm saying? But if you're not truly happy for people.
But you know what, though? That's never bothered me. That's never bothered me. When I see that, I feel happy for them. I don't never feel like, damn, why is it
inspiration? But you know, for people putting that, a lot of people put out stuff. A lot of people ain't happy for people, and that takes them.
That's not. There's nothing fly about that. There's nothing good about that.
Fly about it because I want to see everybody win. Because I feel like if you win, I win. I feel like if Jamal win, I win.
And this is no bullshit because there is truly enough money for all of us.
It really is. A machine prints it.
There's enough money in this game, in this town, in this industry, really for all of us.
Yep.
To make money, it's enough. Yep. They got enough. Yeah. You know, they're not running out. Yeah. So
it's funny. I had this. I used to hang out with this negative comic who just had such bad energy. So I ditched the comic like about a year ago. I was like, I'm done with this. Just, kind of calling me up, hating on every comic. And you know what I mean? Just, I just was tired of it. But let me tell you something. That was one of the best moves I ever made, man. That energy was just, you know what I mean? It's just, and that's,
I mean, it's like, that's sad, man. That's sad.
You got to surround yourself with positive people, man. You got to surround yourself with good energy, man.
That's important.
And it's funny, I see that every once in a while I run into that comic and I just be looking at them and they just, they still, you know what I mean? Nothing is going on for them. It's funny, this comic told Tiffany Haddish years ago that she'd never be anything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Really?
And it's funny, I just be looking at him. I'll be like, you're such a dickhead. But
can you imagine how you feel? For one, I just couldn't imagine telling any human being those words coming out my mouth about anybody. Yeah. There's just no way I would say no shit. You're never gonna be nothing. That type of shit, because I didn't grow up around that shit. There was no negative talk in my house with my grandmother and grandfather. No, Grandma fussed a lot, but it wasn't no negative talk or they wasn't sitting up talking about folks and talking bad about people and this and that. That shit wasn't allowed, bro.
No, man, because it's all negative energy. And I mean, the thing about it is negative energy grows faster than any other energy if you feed into it. And that's what people don't realize. And a lot of times people use social media for negative energy. You know what I'm saying? To hate on other and all this comic hate, man, that shit should stop, man. I mean, funny is funny. Stay in your lane, do what you do. You know, I don't whatever your religion is, God or whatever, you know, for me, I just look up to one main God in the universe, and I just go for that, and I stay in my lane. And I mean, I think all this beefing is because of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. Tiffany is a talented, you know, we all came.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense,
saying?
man. Yeah, see that? I mean, a statement like that doesn't even make sense, man. Talking about Tiffany, yes, man, that doesn't even make sense.
That's bullshit.
And then it's like, I mean, then what's really sad about that, and we move on. Let Jamal get to work. Is that you're a male and she's a female. She's not taking no work from you. What
Y'all
the fuck
ain't
is
going
your
out
problem?
for the same roles.
Yeah, like that doesn't even make sense, man. How could you be?
Sense at all.
How could you talk about a female like that and then be angry of their success? That has nothing to do with you. You're a man.
Yeah.
You're not getting. It's not the same.
Even if it's a woman, even if you
are the same
matter.
sex, it doesn't make sense. But it really don't make sense if you ain't. You know, if it's a male and female thing.
And look, what's for you is for you.
Yeah.
Well, that's a person that's just disappointed with their own shit. So it had really nothing to do with Tiffany. It had to do about that individual. Yeah. So yeah, man, right on. Hey, that's gonna be you're gonna enjoy yourself tonight out at the Ontario Improv with Mike Cannell.
Yeah,
that show's
man,
always
that show, man.
Yeah, that show's always a good show, man. He always has a great crowd out there. So you would definitely enjoy yourself.
My man, I appreciate you guys, man. Stacy, thanks a lot, man.
Hey, thank you, Jamal, man, for bringing me in, man. And thank you, Tobe. And, you know, just like I said, man, I'm going to be working with you real soon in person next time.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Man.
All right, right on.
I'm out.
All right.
Dope Dillas. I got that dope.
All right, Stacy. Hey, I had a couple questions for you.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, man. I just want to. I want you to give the people a little background on yourself. Like, what was the like besides Comic View doing stand up? What was the first acting job that you had that was a real job that you felt like, okay, I'm a real actor now?
When I worked on The Shield. That was when I had moved out to LA, been out here about 5 years. You know, I was doing the improvs and all that, you know, just getting up wherever I could and just doing auditions. I wasn't really SAG yet. I was SAG eligible. So, yeah, man, this casting directors, man, they popped up and, you know, they've been around for a while and they gave me a shot. And when I finally walked on set, I had a speaking role before, but that was the first time I really start experiencing real acting on a whole different level. You know what I mean? And from there, man, it just shot up. But it took me a good 5 years of auditioning before I even got my first show because I didn't have the resume. You understand what I'm saying? So I was rarely getting out anyway. And then from there, man, it started popping. Then you have your ups and downs, but shit, I just kept believing in myself, man. You know what I'm saying? I had one of my exes one time that I was supposed to get married to and we was proposed to each other. And that's the reason why I came back out, you know, to Los Angeles. And her dad had told her, he was like, y'all will never be on TV.
Hold on, y'all.
He was like,
y'all.
he said, I don't know. It's because
Was she an actor
we
too?
were together. Well, she's a singer.
Okay.
And she said, I don't know what y'all doing out there. He said, y'all will never be on TV. He said, y'all just need to get married.
What state was he in?
Georgia.
Okay, that's
I won't speak up the name.
No, I just
but by that time, I had only done Comic View and all that, you know. But he was just hating because he wanted more security for his daughter. That's what that came about. You understand what I'm saying? So
I can understand that, but you can't express it in that manner.
yeah, he was like, me personally, I don't think y'all ever get on TV out there in LA. And when he told me that, the first thing came to my mind is, oh, you finna get a break here. You know, and so I said, fuck it. You know, me and her broke up because they wanted me to join the military instead of give up acting and comedy and join the military so they can have more security for their daughter.
Was this your high school sweetheart?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Somebody I had been dating for a couple years.
So she went back home?
Yeah,
Where
she went back home. Yeah, and she's successful. She's doing what she's doing right now. But at the same time, I said, "Fucking man, I'm gonna go for what I go for. I'm going for my passion. I don't give a damn what nobody say, man." But that right there hit me. It gave me an epiphany at that moment. And man, I came back back out here with the drive that I really needed. And you know, I had an agent and all that already. And then, I got my start from there, man. And, you know, to date, I'm almost up to 40 TV shows at this point.
Wow, that's remarkable.
And I was on a TV show recurring for 2 years, Raising the Bar on TNT. You know, I played the character named Vince. It was a legal drama. And so I'm looking for that to come up soon. But yeah.
Let me ask you this. Is her father still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, so what? I mean, have you heard anything that he had to say about that?
Of course I haven't. I mean, you know.
Well, nah, I know she ain't gonna talk shit about it.
I've done national commercials and all that. I'm sure he didn't see me somewhere.
Yeah, but you don't know for sure. But yeah, you sure?
I don't know for sure, but I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
But you know, at that point, I don't look at him in a bad way because it's kind of like I don't care to throw nothing back to nobody.
And then he, you know, like you said, he was more concerned about his daughter. It really wasn't about you.
Right.
I mean, it probably, you know, ain't like he sat at the house and truly thought, but it's just the fact that I just wonder what he said. I know she done said something to him too. I know she done said, you know, Stacy on this show, blah, blah, blah. You said he'd never be on TV.
Right,
you know she just said that.
Right. And that just brought it home when the whole Tiffany Haddish thing where a comic or someone said to her that she'll never make it or whatever. Man, you know, you can never take down somebody's spirits because the thing is, Toby, don't nobody know what we go through as artists.
Nah, man.
We got the hardest job in the world.
And people don't, I mean, man,
people don't realize that.
And then people don't realize how these motherfuckers act like Tiffany just popped up out of nowhere.
Hell
Tiffany
no.
worked hard. You know, I will never forget, you know, how Tiffany hosted San Manuel Casino for like 7 years.
Damn.
Every Wednesday.
She hosted it that long?
At least 5 years. I believe it was 7 if I recall right. But at least 5 for sure.
Yeah, so she's putting in that grind.
And then, you know, did you ever do San Manuel?
No.
Okay. San Manuel, not only did she host it every week for years, it was one of the roughest rooms in the LA area.
Damn.
At this time. And what I mean by it, the show wouldn't start till like 9:30, 10.
Shit.
And it was basically
that kind of crowd.
It was basically all the hood black people that moved out of LA, the gangbangers and gangsters and everything, and they was in San Bernardino, and they would come to that show every Wednesday religiously.
Oh, wow.
So one thing about that room is that you had to be funny. If you wasn't funny, they was gonna let you know.
They was gonna get your ass off stage.
Yeah, they was gonna let you know. So that's why I love the room. And at this time, this was when the Laugh Factory was booking it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So it was every Wednesday, and everybody didn't want to do the rooms. A lot of people were scared to do the rooms.
Yeah, that remind me of this club back in Atlanta called 559. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
I heard of that.
Bruce used to host back in the day. That's where I started at.
And so because they were scared, the Laugh Factory would book me, say out of a year, out of 52 weeks, I probably would do 7 weeks.
Damn.
Because it was hard to book the room.
Right, because nobody wanted to do it because nobody wanted to bomb in front of them.
Look, man, I seen some very famous people come out there and just bomb and be like, I'll never do this motherfucking room again. But I'm saying all that to say Tiffany went through that shit for 7 years, working her crap. That's just that room.
Wow.
And that was every Wednesday. And like I say, that wasn't no punk ass room. But when they liked you, they loved you.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. They weren't just sitting there, you know. You had to get them, but once you got them,
you got them.
And then they you know, when they see you at the next day, like, oh yeah, they, you know, they was cool.
Right.
But each week it was that challenge, man. And you know, sometimes, like say for instance, if I did it 7 times a year,
right?
Let's just say on an average for about 7 years, I probably had 5 good shows, 2 bad ones a year. That's that was just the nature of the room.
But you had the confidence to go out there and do it. And then it shows her character that she had that crowd in her hands like that.
It ain't just, you know, and it ain't just, no, she had nights, I mean, she went through the whole scenario. She's had nights of struggling and she had nights of going, but they loved her. She built that shit. And I know all those people that used to come to those shows at San Manuel Casino, I know they're so proud of Tiffany, you know, because they was there every week to see her.
Right.
And it wasn't just her hosting the room. It was what you had to go through just to get out there.
Yeah.
You had to get in traffic, drive for like 2 hours, all this shit, you know, maybe 2.5 hours. It was just, I dreaded doing it, but
How was the money good?
The money was decent for the area at that time. That's what I think I think it was paying like $400. So,
Okay.
I mean, they had like, the opener would do maybe $200. They had like a $200 spot, $300, $400. So on a Wednesday night in the LA County, I mean, it was actually San Bernardino. I mean, close to LA, that was a good amount of money. So that's why I always did it, because the money was worth it. But the drive and the show went, like, everybody did 30 minutes.
Right. So you didn't know
if you was bombing, I mean, everybody did the same amount of time.
Right.
Like, everybody, it would be like 4 people doing 30 minutes, and then Tiffany do about 30 or 45 or whatever it was. So it was a long-ass show. So by the time the show was over, them motherfuckers was drunk as hell. They was tripping. And then by the time you got home, it was like 3 in the morning.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
so man. I know
Tiffany,
those nights.
To go through just that grind every week, you motherfucker deserve to make it.
Yeah, that's real shit. And then,
that don't even include all the other shit she did. That's just that one room that I know she went to, and like I said, getting out there and had to go through all that shit.
Exactly. I mean, and that's why in the game, man, you just gotta focus on staying in your own lane, and as far as people, we need to stop hating on each other and just have love for each other, man, because this business ain't no fucking joke, and you never know where a person has came from. Like, your story is completely different from my story. It's completely different from Tiffany's story. Completely different from Jamal's story. But we all got different fucking story that's deep.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, respect the person for where they at and where they going.
Speaking of deep stories, since this is the end of Black History Month,
and what a Black History Month has been with the whole Justice Smollett.
I know, R. Kelly, Robert Kraft had to come through and do some shit just to break it up from the black shit.
Yeah,
black
Robert Kraft said, "Shit, let me mix this up a little bit and throw my ass in there."
Stacey? Who are the 5 most influential people in Black history, in your opinion, in your life? That you
5.
Yes,
I would say
5. I didn't want to narrow you down to 2 or 1, because that's really hard.
I would say my grandfather on my mom's side.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother on my dad's side. Then I would say Martin Luther King. I mean, that's truthfully, because a lot of my people own their own land and acres, and they really, really, really went through a lot of shit in order to get what they got. I'm talking about
and it was because of the blueprint and shit he laid down at that time.
Exactly, and what my great grandfathers did before them that paved that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like on both sides of my family, we got street names. You see what I'm saying?
That's remarkable.
And right there, that's what made them heroes to me. And so then I would go Martin Luther King, of course, and I would go Barack Obama. And then, I mean, behind that, man, I would go just to be just an influence on the culture and what she's did for the culture. Like, far as since my life that I've seen was Oprah Winfrey. Like, to get her own station.
Yeah, to go through that shit.
And
you get a car, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car.
Yeah.
To be able to just say that, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car.
Like so for my generation, that's what, to see someone like Oprah do what she did for our culture, and the fact that she's putting so many urban shows on her own network, and it almost failed. And now it's gone to that whole another level to where it's next to TNT and FX and all that kind of stuff. To me, that's huge. So them are my 5. And then on top of that, before the 5 is my parents, my mom and dad. So it's like, you know what I mean? I know I have to put it up to 7, but that's it.
5 most influential Black athletes in history.
I would say Michael Jordan. I would say LeBron James. I would say Michael Vick, because he changed the game of football when he came in. Of the NFL, he made it exciting. He brought a whole different, even though all the bullshit that went on with him, still, the guy could play some football. So Jim Brown. And let me think of one more person. I already said Michael Jordan. I'll go Dr. J, man.
Yeah, I was a big Doc fan too. I mean, it's funny because there's one more I thought of, like, also that I just seen a story today. That's what made me think of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, absolutely.
I seen today he put out that he's selling his memorabilia, and he's gonna give the money to these children's funds or whatever to help these kids out. So yeah, he's auctioning off some of his memorabilia, the championship rings and shit like that.
That doesn't shock me, because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man, he was him and the guy from the Celtics.
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell, Sam Cooke. I watched a film on Sam Cooke not too long ago, man.
What is Sam?
What he did? They got a documentary on Netflix. You got to see, man. It's called "The Two Killings of Sam Cooke." You know how they feel like he was set up for his murder because, for the simple fact is, Sam Cooke, man, put in a lot of work in the civil rights industry. There's a lot of Jim Crow laws that he didn't go by. And he didn't play a lot of theaters because they was divided. And
I didn't know about that. Yeah, that'll get you killed.
You know what I mean? That'll get you killed, especially back in those days.
Yeah, back then. That
Sam Cooke
get you killed now, damn near.
Him, Muhammad Ali, him coming together with Muhammad Ali when he didn't join the military. So Muhammad Ali is definitely ingrained in history. You know, with Bill Russell and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, they was the head of that movement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Malcolm X. And you know that famous picture they got with all them together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they was taking a stand
Jim
for
Brown,
Ali.
yeah, when they was there.
And Jim Brown and all them. And them brothers was doing the damn thing back then.
Yeah, and it was hard to do that back then.
You can't find a group of us to do that now.
And then, I mean, but now, I mean, you know, like LeBron, people could do a little more because these athletes now, in some cases, are making so much money that if they take a stand or something, like it won't hurt LeBron. LeBron could say, he's one of the few, he could say what he wants to say, but back then they couldn't really say what they wanted to say. That it cost them their career.
It cost them their careers in a lot of ways, and then Sam Cooke didn't give a damn. And then, you know, to say that a black woman shot and killed him, I don't know if I believe all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah, that's deep. But that was good, man. I have truly enjoyed you coming in,
Thanks
man.
for having me, man. I mean, you know, I respect you and your grind too, man, and everything y'all doing with the podcast and the Comedy Pop-Up Network. I mean, anytime
episode 54.
Man, 54. Y'all gotta blow it through the roof. Y'all gotta blow these boys through the roof, man. They've been in the game for a long time. And Tobe, I remember bringing you out the frescoes out there in Palmdale.
Yeah, that was a nice room.
I'm looking at getting a lot of things going on out there again. I'm still out there, and I drive into LA for work. But I got this room that I'm doing out there. It's every Monday night. A guy named Josh O'Hara, he does the room, but it's a Monday night spot that they just go up at or whatever. But anyway, I work out there on Monday nights. I'm looking at getting my own room out there again.
What's the name of it?
It's called Big Shot Sports Bar and Grill. I'll be there March 4th.
That's in
Palmdale. In Palmdale. In Lancaster, actually. It's called Big Shots. And they got a nice stage, dude. You know what I mean? And it's free for the crowd. So if you're just out there and want to work out, come on through and get up. But at the same time,
when am I just going to be out there wanting to work out? I just pass it through Lancaster.
That's a drive. That's a drive. Other than that, man, I'm just, I got Lucifer coming out on Netflix. That's going to be popping up in a couple of months. I did an episode.
Make sure y'all check that out.
Please
that's easy for them to remember. Lucifer on Netflix.
Yeah, Lucifer on Netflix. You can watch all the episodes at once, but I think I'm on episode 4 or what have you. And we shot at a nude resort, man. I wasn't nude, but some of the actors was. But that shit, it was crazy to do a scene with 2 nude actors standing in front of you.
Yeah, that is crazy. that would have tripped me out.
It was a good experience, man. So yeah, man, that's it, man. I'm just looking for the next job, man, and I'm just looking to get that award next year.
Okay, well, tell people how they can find you. I'm
on Instagram. Y'all can check me out on Instagram at comedian Stacy Hall or Stacy Hall on Instagram. Facebook, STACYHALL, like Arsenio Hall, Stacy Hall. And, I post all my posters up there. You can catch me on imdb.com. Y'all know the Internet Movie Database. It's got all the projects I got coming out, independent films, TV shows, or whatever. And that's basically it, man. And Facebook, Stacy Hall. So, check me out.
Right on, man. Yeah. And I know Jamal, I wish he would have been here. We was looking forward to having you, but
oh yeah, man. But shit, he working, man.
Yeah, he got to get that bread.
Shoot, whenever you working at an improv, hey man, and you just got done with the improv, didn't you?
Oh yeah, in Raleigh, that was great. Hey, but this weekend I'm here in town. I will be Friday night, March 1st. I'll be at the. Let me spell this shit because I can't even pronounce them. Yavis. Oh, Yavis. XAVIS.
Okay.
Cantina and Grill. I believe that's how it's pronounced. It's at 14670 Pipeline Boulevard in Chino Hills. Showtime 8 o'clock. It's for a great cause, the California United Baseball League. So great cause. If you're in the area, if you know somebody in the Chino Hills area, LeVar Ball. If you know LeVar Ball, tell him to come to my show. Tell him I'm Big Baller Brand.
He'll be talking all loud. Hey, tell him you'll drink his water with his
tell him I'm with him in the Big Baller Brand.
I like LeVar, man.
Yeah, man. Fuck all them other people, man. Always fucking with LeVar, you know? I always, man, they motherfuckers leave LeVar alone.
Yeah, LeVar,
so, hey,
if
you know LeVar, tell him to come on out to the and donate some money at the Benefit Comedy Show. This Friday, March 1st. Hey, we got a new number to call us on. Dope Dealers Podcast. Now you can give us a call at 818-335-2065. Call the number. Hey, if you have anything, if you have a show idea, if you have a topic, if you have a guest you would like for us to get in the LA area, if you know somebody, if you know a comedian in LA and you like for us to try to get them on the podcast so you could hear about them, let us know. Whatever you want, let us know. Also, I got some stuff I'm looking for too. So like I said, the number is 818-335-2065. I got some topics that I want anyone, if you know someone in this area, have them reach out to me. I'm looking for a parent with a gay child that they don't approve. We're trying to find someone to have them on the show. Also, I'm looking for someone who has a spouse in prison. I would prefer if it's a male who has his wife in prison, because we used to talking to the women about their men. You know, I'm looking for a man whose wife is in prison. Okay. Also, I'm looking for someone married to a different race and the spouse's family are racist. Someone married to a different race and the spouse's family are racist. Also, I'm looking for a child with a gay parent that they don't approve. And last but not least, I'm looking for someone, is your spouse addicted to social media? Is your spouse addicted to social media? So if you know someone who's going through these situations, have them give me a call at 818-335-2065. We're looking to have them on the show, especially if they're in the LA area. Or also, you can check us out at Dope Dealers Podcast on Instagram, on Twitter. That's Jamal with them wild ass tweets. And hey, check out Jamal Doman, JamalDoman, and Tobe Hixx on at everything, TOBEHIXX. And thanks for rocking and rolling with us, episode 54. We love you. We appreciate you. Subscribe, rate, review, tell a friend. Dope Dealers Podcast. Stacy Hall, Tobe Hixx. We out.